Hello everyone. So today I will discuss tables in HTML. In the first video I have discussed the basic tags in HTML. So let's start. So I am going to create a new file, tables.html. So I just want to explain the concept of tables, how we can use tables and all the various tags that we can use in tables and some properties. So let's start. So first of all, I want to give a title to the page. So tables practice, head tag, title tag I have explained in the previous video. Title tag we use to set the title of the web page. So let us save and let me open it in live server. So just wait. So this is the web page that I am going to create today. So I will create a table. So in the body tag, so it is the body tag, we will use table tag. Table tag is used to create a table. So we will use this tag, table tag, to create a table in HTML. So first of all, in the table tag I will use table header. So first of all, let me explain you tr tag. So in the table tag there is one tag, tr tag, and tr tag is table row. So if you want to create a row in a table, you have to use tr tag. TR stands for table row, and here I will use th tag. Th tag is used, th means table heading. So table heading means if I want to give the name, if I want to create columns in the table, I have to use th tag. So let's create three columns in the table: roll number, name, and marks. Tables in HTML is very helpful if we want to create forms in HTML. How we can use tables while creating forms in HTML, I will explain in another video. If we want to show some information on the web page in the table form, in the tabular form, we will use this tag, table tag. So in the table tag there is one table row, and in the table row there are three columns: roll number, name, and marks. So let me open with live server. So see, three columns have been created: roll number, name, and marks. Fine. So similarly you can create another row and this row I will use to store the data. For storing data we will use td tag, table data. Fine. Three columns are roll number, name, and marks. See, if I use this tag, table header, then you will see the contents in bold form. It means you have created three columns: roll number, name, and marks. Now I want to store some values. For example, roll number 101, name is Pankaj, and marks are 456. So now see the output. So roll number 101, name Pankaj, marks 456. The difference between table header and table data th and td is when I use table header, the contents are in bold. Fine. And when I use td table data, the contents are normal. So this I have created one row. I have created one row for table header. I have created one row for table data. So copy it and let's create another row. Now 102 Sunny and numbers are 436. Similarly, you can create another row. So similarly, you can create so many rows as you want in tabular form. Suppose marks are 320 and save it and see the result. Fine. So I am creating a table. There is one row that contains table heading. 3 rows are containing table data, roll number, name and marks. But when we see the output, there are no borders in this table. There are no borders. So how to set the border of a table? For that I will use, see here with the table tag I have to use one property called border, and you can set it to 1, 2 and so on. So when I set the border to 1, border equals to 1, now see the output. Yeah, now you can see the result in, you can see the table, and table has the borders now. Fine. Similarly, you can set the border to 2 and see the difference. Now the table has border. Now another important property that I can use with table is cell padding. Cell padding. Cell padding is when we use cell padding. And what is cell padding? Fine. Cell padding means the distance between cell border and content within the cell. Cell padding means, let me write here for your reference. Cell padding means the distance between cell border and contents within a cell. Cell padding means distance between cell and contents, and let me comment it. The shortcut of a comment in Visual Studio Code is Shift Alt A. So cell padding means distance between cell and contents. Now what is cell? Cell is the this one. This is the cell. This whole area. This whole area is cell. Fine. Let me show you its uses, then you will see the difference. So I will use cell padding and let me save it and see the difference. Cell padding means the distance in spaces between cell corner, cell border and contents. So this is we call cell padding. And if I increase it to 20, save it and see distance in spaces between cell corner and the contents. Here it is the cell corner and contents. So distance in spaces. So let me set it to 10. And there is another important property. Actually we can also use CSS for setting these options, cell padding and cell spacing, but it's a part of your syllabus. Fine, so that's why I am explaining cell padding and cell spacing. And cell spacing means space between table cells. So this is one cell here, this hole, and this is another cell. Fine. And cell spacing means, so let me write, it's very simple. Cell spacing means the space between two cells, space between table cells, so we call it cell spacing. Cell spacing means space between table cells. That's very important, cell padding and cell spacing. For your Viva question, cell padding means distance between cell and contents of the cell. Cell spacing means space between table cells. So let me use it. Cell spacing, I am going to set cell spacing, fine, to cell spacing to, for example, 4. Now see the output. Now the distance between two cells is 4. Let me change its value to 10 to show you the difference. Now see, distance is 10 between two cells. Fine, so let me again change it to 4. So cell spacing, cell padding, I have explained. Cell padding means distance between cell and contents. Cell spacing means space between table cells. Another important property that we can use is, I will use only 4-5 properties in this lecture. We can use BG color, and we can change BG color means background color of the table. So save it. Now see, color is changed. If you set the background color to suppose yellow, and see, color has been changed. So it is BG color, background color. Actually we use CSS to set the properties of it. Its best option is to use CSS, but for your syllabus point of view, I have to use these properties, BG color. Similarly, you can use border color, and suppose border color is red, and see, the border color is red. So see, we have used table tag, fine, we have used table header, table data, cell spacing, cell padding, BG color, border color. These are very important. Now see, Now I am going to use the so I will explain you col span and row span. So let me explain you col span first. Suppose I want to create a new row. So let me first explain col span. Suppose col span is 3. And here I'm going to write a BCA students record. So let me show you the output first, then I will explain. Now see the difference. Here in the row I have created only one column, BCA students record. I have created only one column, but that column is taking the space of 3 columns. See look at the border of this column. This column is taking the space of 3 columns. Let me change the value to 2. You will understand. Now this column is taking the space of 2 columns. In this row there is only one column, and this column is taking the space of 2 columns. Fine. Roll number and name. There are 2 columns, roll number, name, and this one column that I have just created is taking the space of 2 columns. Let me again change it to 3, and you can see it is taking the space of 3 columns. Now I want this BCA students record must be in the center of this row. Fine, must be in the center. So for that I can use one property called align to center. So the contents of the row will be aligned to the center, as you can see. So it's very important. Col span, column span. Now what I'm going to do is to show you the use of row span. Fine. So let me create a, see, here are 3 columns, roll number, name, marks. Let me create another column, class, fine. Now I have created one column, class. Fine. So in the first row where I am storing the data, I have to use suppose I want to store the data of BCA first year. Let me show you the output. See, class is BCA first year. Fine. And here I am going to use a row span. Row span is equals to, I will explain you just in a minute. Let me show you the output first. Row span means, see, row span means it is taking the space of two rows. Here BCA first year, it is taking the space of two rows, and as you can see, it is taking the space of two rows. One row, here it is one row, and second row. Fine. But there are three rows in the table. Three rows in the table. There are three students of BCA first year. So I will use row span equals to 3 and see the difference. It's fine now. BCA first year, fine, and now it is taking the space of 3 rows, first row, second row, and third row. Fine. But now I have created one column class, so this must take the space, this cell must take the space of 4 columns, 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column. It is up to here only because I have set the call span to 3 only. So for this cell I will use call span to 4. So call span to 4 and see the difference. Now it's looking good. This cell is taking the space of 4 columns, 1 row, 2, 3, 4, and this cell is taking the space of 3 rows, 1, 2, 3. So this is call span and row span. Fine. So let me create some more rows and then you will see, you will be able to understand in a better way. Suppose now I want to store the data of BCA second year. So here I am going to create one row. Fine. So row span equals to, suppose 2, and BCA second year. Fine. So let me copy. Suppose 201 Akshay and marks are 540. So let me again copy it. So I am creating more rows. 202 Sunil 576. So let me save it. Now see, I have created this BCA second year. So this is the data of BCA first year, this is the data of BCA second year. Now suppose I want to create another row, I want to store another data, and it is 203 Rohit 432, and see the result here. Output is not in proper order. Why? Because this BCA second year is taking the space of only, this BCA second year is taking the space of only 2 rows, but there are 3 entries for BCA second year, roll number 201, roll number 202, roll number 203. So I have to change this row span to 3. So let me save. It means now the BCA second year is taking the space of 3 rows. Right. It is little bit confusing, but you will learn with practice. Fine. So let me again explain you. Suppose I want to store one data here, roll number 104 for BCA first year. I want to store the data. I want to store roll number 104. So copied, and here I have pasted 104. Fine. Sham 325. So let me save it and show you the output. See, the structure of the table is not proper. Why? Because for this cell BCA first year, I have set the space to 3 rows only. 1, 2, 3. But there are 4 rows in the table. 1, 2, 3 and 4. It means for this cell BCA first year, the cell which is storing the value of BCA first year, I need to set row span to 4. So see here, I need to set row span to 4. Now see the difference. So I hope you are getting the point how to use col span and row span properly. Practice it, and if you still have any doubt, you can ask me. Fine. So I have used col span, row span, fine, cell spacing, cell padding, and it's enough for your examination point of view. And that's all. We will discuss tables more when we will learn CSS and when we will use forms. For right now it's enough. I have explained all the main tags of the table that you can use. That's all. Thank you for watching this video.